Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Tyranny. In the last episode we conscripted these unbroken soldiers to the Scarlet Chorus, so they are going to help us in... what was it called? Sentinel Stand, I think. Oh yeah, so they are going to help us with getting into Sentinel Stand and deal with the Regent Lord who... what was his name? Stradus Herodin or something along those lines. So they are going to help us with that. Oh, and we also continued with Verse's own storyline, and we were looking for Irissa, I think was the woman's name, but it turns out that she was dead. However, we did find a letter where she mentioned her sister who lives around here, so we'll be going there at some point, but not in this episode. In this episode, I think that we'll be going to the Infested Oldwalls here and get that legendary sword that is mentioned right here. Allegedly, the current resting place of Dauntless, legendary sword of the Unbroken. So we'll be going there and get that sword, because why not? I love me some legendary loot. Oh, and also, I also looked more into the Bastard's Wound expansion content and how the hell we can even get there. So apparently, from what I have read and heard, you can get to the Bastard's Wound after you have completed either the Blade Grave or the Lethian's Crossing storyline. And once you have completed one of these, you get a missive from someone, which then leads you to the Bastard's Wound. So once we are done here in the Blade Grave, we should get the missive, and then we can go to the Bastard's Wound. So now we know that. And now, without further ado, let's leave this place.
Can't do that.
I see that there's still some loot there, but that should be the campy supply still that we don't need. Yeah, we got 6, we don't need that. I'm still quite sure that we can also do the Lethian's Crossing storyline even after doing the Blade Grave storyline. So we can go there after this, although I haven't decided whether I want to go to the Lethian's Crossing or straight to the Bastard's Wound after the Blade Grave storyline here. But anyway, so let's go to Infested Oldwalls. Random encounters? Nope.
I'm not one for superstition, but every hair on the back of my neck is standing at attention.
And they should, because these, well, because these are wisps. And basically undead, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so let's see. Elemental strength, minus 100% shock damage taken, so they are immune to shock damage. Well, that's fine. None of us do any shock damage. Well, fire damage can... Well, the fact that they don't take any fire damage can become an issue. At least burning arrows should not do anything to them. And Edict of Storms. Do we have this as well? Yes, we do. So we get minus 20 range damage and minus 10 accuracy, which is not ideal. Okie dokie. The Bane are not exactly that fun to deal with.
On the lookout.
At least I don't have very fond memories of dealing with them. Verse, you should be the one to come to the front.
On it.
Can we just attack from stealth?
Come at me, grave meat.
Alright, so... should we... I don't think I want to do this song. Always could click the wrong one. Okay, so... hey, let's try that. That should work against wisps. Damn, there's lots of corpses here. But that also means lots of loot. And this was once per rest, so I don't want to use that on these guys. And using the burning arrow here is pointless. So focus on this one, and can we even stun these? Well, I guess so. There's only one way to find out. Lantry just buff Verse. Okay, apparently we can stun them. Good. Then, oh no, Sunder, the one in front of you. You buff everyone. Skewer.
You got it.
And I don't think I need to use pick on a speak. These are actually rather weak.
Sounds like that hurts.
Will do.
Yeah, these guys are actually rather weak. Nothing to worry about. Although they seem to explode every time when they die. That's annoying. Heal verse.
I'll take care of it.
So she doesn't get
I'll
wounded.
tear your skeleton out by your ass.
Yeah, they seem to explode every time they die. That's why I hated them. It's all coming back to me. Okay, let's a healing potion and old water. That might actually be very good against these bane and wisps and stuff. Maybe we should give one of these to Verse actually. Let's skip both of these. And do you have potions on you, my dear? Actually, no, you got absolutely nothing. So have that, and you can take those two. Why not? 2 armor penetrated by attacks for 200 seconds. Well, I think that this is good for Verse. I guess you could have these. And what was this? +1 wits. To heighten their mental acuity and sense of observation. Now you can have those, and yeah, you can have that as well. What was this? Against paralyzed. I guess I could take those. And these are weakened for 336 seconds. I think Verse should have that. And might should also increase, let's see, the physical strength of a character. Increase might leads to more powerful attacks and stronger abilities, as well as increasing the interest defense. I assume that this this also applies to spells. It did say abilities. Maybe that would be more suitable for Lantry. So let's give him that. Oh, and I want these for our tank, and these for Verse. 1 resolve. Okay, let's give that to her. Oh, there's another potion here, and this. Let's give that to her. You already. Wait, who got the? I thought that I had already given this potion of elemental barrier to someone else. Let's give this to Lantry. Okay. And then there is Scourge. And this one takes no frost damage. Alright. Okie dokie. Let's just go.
Battle.
Oh shit. Well, let Malice. And they take no damage from frost or shock. But what about this? Raw damage. Oh shit, that's annoying. Removed 1 random beneficial effects. Ah, so it's AoE and removes 1 random beneficial effect from everyone in 3 meter radius. That's bad. And by bad I mean, well, fucking annoying to deal with. Let's just hope that they didn't see us when we ran here recklessly. Looks like they didn't. Good. Okay. These guys should be easy to deal with. Let's start from the wisp. Buff everyone. Yeah, you can just keep singing that.
I got it.
Verse. Attack something. Like that. This wisp here should die very soon, and we focus on this Scourge here.
No dice.
That's how it's done.
Buff me. Thanks. Yeah, you keep auto attacking. Good girl. Oh shit. Use that.
Get back here!
Oh, and now they're going for Siren. That's not nice.
Not a problem, boss.
What the? Why am I frightened? We are afraid of nothing. Oh, that Scourge died. Alright.
Now that was satisfying.
There we go. Now this is going to be tough, I bet. Because the fact that these malices will remove all at one beneficial effect from everyone it hits. I would like to know what's the cooldown on that thing. Well, whatever. At least we know that. At least we know what they can do. There's lots of loot here, like I said. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 enemies there, at least according to the map here. But before I go there, I'm gonna save just in case we die horribly. Okay, let's go and see how this goes. Although, why is the verse all the way back there? How did this happen? I don't know. That's much better.
Will do.
Alright, bitches, come here. So, now I want to take down these malices first. The Scourge are not that big of a deal. Also, do they? No, I can use Burning Arrow on them. And they take no frost damage, so I think I should switch the song. Now this should be very good against them, I hope. A Lantern, even though they are going to remove these effects, we might as well cast this anyway. Just stun that. Ah, we got a level, nice. Buff our damage. And you, Verse, go and deal with this. And buff. Actually, oh no, buff Verse instead.
You got it.
There. I don't like where Siren is.
That one.
There, that should be a bit better. Skewer. Then do this. They want to attack Lantry now. But we should be fine. Sunder.
I'll take care.
And Versi seems to be frightened. Well, this hurts. This hurts quite a bit, actually. Heal yourself. I trust that Verse is gonna be fine. Yeah, use that for the extra damage.
Nobody heard that, right?
Drink a potion.
I'll be.
And that one is about to die, actually. Once per encounter. Yeah, let's do this. Actually, never mind. Never mind. That one died. Just finish that one off, and then we can go again to attack these malices here. Actually, Verse, you come here.
I don't think so. Just
Yes.
point me in the right
Yes, you come here, so we can heal you.
direction.
And then we charge in. Just in time before she got wounded. Burning arrow on that. And let's go here, so we can do this.
On it.
Yeah, use the burning arrow on that. And give her a seal, just in case. Yeah, she's suffering a lot here. She might actually get wounded. And we are taking lots of damage as well. Well, of course we do, because they... Didn't they have something to do with raw damage here? Yeah, they do raw damage. So that ignores armor entirely. I don't want to bring her... Oh yeah, they're doing
Did I
that.
always have this much blood?
Can you? No, you can't drink. Use that.
Better not
Fuck.
wake up dead.
Too late.
Hi.
Too late. We may have to rest. Just finish them off.
Dodging is so unfair!
See
I
that?
know, right?
I'm not entirely useless.
Finish it off, please.
That's from the record.
I don't know, are they immune to stunning? Maybe it just failed, I don't know. But Verse is wounded now because she got knocked down. Let's see, if we can find some camping supplies now, that would be sweet. We got all 6, but yeah. Used armorer's kit. This is just trash, basically. You can sell this to a merchant as spare parts. Oh, is that the sword?
I'm carrying too much.
Okay. I thought we actually had to go to a dungeon, an actual dungeon, and find it from there. Is there anything interesting here? A red spiral is carved upon the wooden cover of this papyrus notebook. The handwriting within is haphazard and inscrutable. The work of an unpracticed, poorly trained wordcaster. A few entries contain recognizable sentences, and the book appears to be the journal of a Scarlet Corps commander, detailing troop movements. Times and locations are noted alongside numbers and pictures of trees, stick figures and rocks. The author either didn't know the words for lumber, ore and people, or just felt more comfortable with pictures than words. While much of the journal is inscrutable, the corner of every page has the day's head count for the author's brigade. While some days note dozens of losses, the brigade appears to be recruiting far faster than its members are dying or deserting. I believe we have actually read this exact same thing before. So the sword was actually here all this time. King Arthur, anyone? What was the sword's name? Excalibur, yeah. Excalibur, anyone?
I'm carrying too much.
No, you are not. So yeah, I actually thought that we had to go to a dungeon and look for a sword from a dungeon or something and go through a few levels in order to find it. But no, it's just right here. That's fine by me. Oh, look at that. Legendary. Look at all that extra damage, accuracy and recovery we get. Well, we'll lose some armor penetration, but that's fine. Resolute. What's that? On weapon crit. AoE. Dazed for 12 seconds. That's nice. Stalwart Surge. Raise the Dauntless high, releasing a wave of energy to stun all nearby enemies. Well, that sounds fucking sweet. AoE stun is OP. Damage increase with the Dauntless renown. This legendary sword was the badge of office for the champion of Stalwart. So many warriors brought Dauntless to battle over the centuries that the presence of the wielder was often less notable than that of the sword itself, which steered the hopes of Stalwart's armies towards victory. Even in instances when a champion lacked the people's confidence, Dauntless made up for their shortcomings by delivering on the promise of victory. The sword's most notable feat of recent memory took place during the Battle of Quelling Field in 398 TR. A free city's army advanced on Stalwart's farmlands and nearly won the day. When Dauntless was unsheathed, the defending soldiers broke out in patriotic cheer. This abrupt change of attitude so rattled the free city's mercenaries that they assumed their fortunes had changed and that Stalwart had gained a second wind in the battle. It was only days after their panicked retreat that they learned of their error. Consequently, the cultural significance of this blade cannot be underestimated. Okay, of course we're gonna take that. Move that away. As your hand touches the hilt of the sword, a rush of sensation courses up your arms as if you had dunked them in warm water. The feeling is at once calming and overwhelming and leaves you breathless. If ever you needed a sword big enough to cleave the old walls in half, that would be it. Careful where you point that thing. I have seen plenty of decorative copies in my time, but this is genuine. The Bane would not have gathered around a mundane imitation. It's the real Dauntless. Deftly snatching a quill and parchment, Landry begins to sketch the sword. You'll need to hold on to it, for posterity's sake, naturally. As you grow accustomed to the sword's weight, your thoughts are drowned out by a perpetual buzz of voices, fragments of inspiring speeches, glorious battle cries, and the anticipation of triumph to come. The feeling subsides as quickly as it struck. Dauntless pulses in your hand, its potential desperate for release. Your perspective is divided between holding a sword and holding a living symbol. The distinction, at times, grows hazy. And your power has increased. You accounted Dauntless. Indeed I did. Now if I'm not mistaken, I have had this sword before. Yeah, I recognize this sword. I found and picked up this sword with Rulkak, my hunter, in my first playthrough. Yeah, I really love that sword. So fucking cool. Now, one of the things that Pillars of Eternity was criticized was that the game didn't really have that many awesome and cool loot. Well, there was some very interesting and awesome loot in the game, and especially in the White March expansion, but they were so very rare and far between, if you know what I mean. But they fixed that problem in Tyranny, in my opinion. I mean, look at all this stuff. So many cool items. So yeah. So let's check this sword again real quick. So we got this ability now. Guess we should move that to the action bar. Although it seems we're running out of space here. Do I even need to have these here? I mean, I can always use my companions.
Right.
Or are they really have to be here? Can't I just remove them or something? Let's see, where's the abilities again? Visions of Terror. Oh, I forgot about this. Immobilize and terrify enemies within a cone. Where did I get this from again? Well, let's take that anyway. So if I replace this, does Landry still have? Yes, Landry still has this. Okay, good. So I can take this, move this away as well. Ah, there it is. And I think I want to move it somewhere around here, and yeah, and this has only 47 seconds cooldown, so it's not even once per combat or once per rest or anything. Okay, so I think we are down here. This went faster than I thought.
Right.
No wonder there's so many corpses here, by the way. They all wanted the sword. I take it, but they died to the bane. Okay, so I guess we go to Sentinel Stand after all. Although first, actually let's go to the Trapper's Junction real fast. Because I want to rest there, and then I get that camper supply that we left behind. Okay, but before that random encounter. You make out a light rustling not far from your campsite. Wary of an ambush, you quietly flank the source of the sound, only to come upon a foot-long grey tube of flesh. A grave worm. Lovely. These pallid creatures do much to enrich the soil of the tiers, but their meat can also make a bland, chewy meal if need dictates. Hunted? Have verse hunted? So we could ask Verse to hunt it. Well, let's ask Verse to do it. Let's give her some glory. Verse stares at you. I'm here to protect you, remember? Feeding you, grave worm. I'm pretty sure that's the opposite. She walks away, shaking her head. Hey! Is that... You're just gonna say no to a fate binder. You're gang boss. Well, whatever. I hunt it myself. The grave worm undulates slowly in the light of Terratus' grave, its rubbery grey skin speckled with bits of soil. Collect the worm? Yeah, of course we are gonna collect it. As you sweep up the cylindrical piece in your arms, it tries in vain to wrinkle back into the dirt. Using a knife, you slice deeply into it, spilling its lukewarm ichor across your arms. You continue to cut it apart, and its constituent parts continue to writhe under your loving ministrations long after any reasonable creature should have expired. At least there is fair amount of mostly eatable meat. Well, that's nice. Raw meat, but if I'm... Beastmen can consume raw meat without risk of illness. Oh yeah, so if we just eat this raw, then there's a chance that we can get sick. So we have to cook it first. Makes sense. And here we are. So let's go here, rest here, and then pick up that camping supply over here before we go to Sentinel Stand. And oh, we got a level as well. So let's rest here and pick up this. Okay, so now what do I want to do here? I could put a point here to the might so we can get some so we can deal some more damage. Bonus health and 24 will defense would not be a terrible idea either. Affliction duration, endurance, will, and magic defense. You know what? I'm actually gonna put a point here. This should also make things like our will of command last longer, and I assume that it's also gonna buff stalwart surge.
Hi.
Okay, and now we go to Sentinel Stand.
Can't do that.
Oh, you guys are still here. Just chilling. What was this again? The outer wall of Sentinel Stand blocks the inner keep from view. The focus of Kairos' edict, sorcerer's storms have twisted these lands beyond recognition. Barik has left the party. So we need Barik in order to go there, I think. And that's the place where we can find that sample we need for the forge bound here. So she can help us with Barik's problem. I'm wondering, should I... And also, considering that we are also looking for... I forgot the girl's name, but Graven Ash's daughter from Sentinel Stand, I think it would be interesting to bring Barik with us and just see how he's going to react. He's not gonna be very happy about it, I'm sure, but yeah, I just wanna see how he reacts. So, but then again... which party member would I leave behind? Oh, also, I forgot talents. So, what do I want to do? What's this? Shield Assault. Assault your target, bashing them with your shield to apply a daze and stun, then following up with a powerful overhand attack while they are vulnerable. So, dazed and so it's oh wait, it's only single target. I thought it was AoE for a moment. Primary weapon versus parry. But it doesn't... Ah, okay, so it doesn't sunder the target and weaken them, literally. Or at least I don't notice. No. So we could go for that, that's very cool. Vigilance. Grants immunity to afflictions while health is critical. Immunity to afflictions. Interesting. Knockdown. Lift your heel and drive it into your foe's gut, knocking the wind out of them and sending them to the ground. So it just knocks them down prone. I do like the idea of shield assault, but maybe we should leave that for later and pick up something else. While in combat, your party members that fight near you gain a bonus to each of their attributes. That would also be nice. Or one-handed mastery. Shield mastery. Defensive benefits from shields. I don't... Oh wait, what does this do again exactly? Allows 2 additional enemies to be engaged at one time and grants a large bonus to damage dealt to targets that are stunned or prone. Okay. Right, these are tough choices, folks. This would be very nice. This would be very nice, and getting even more defensive benefits from shield is always nice too. And boost morale. You know what, let's pick boost morale. No one has the buff yet. I guess we only get that when we are in combat. But anyway, so assuming that we are gonna go and get Barik to our party, whom should we leave behind? I was thinking about maybe we should leave Siren behind us. She is a very cool companion, and she is giving us very useful buffs and debuffs to the enemy. But she's not really that. She's not as fun to play really, because she's mostly passive and just standing somewhere singing and doing some auto attacks, and sometimes doing this, and once in a while doing some of these when she has enough breaths. But yeah. So maybe I should indeed just leave Siren behind and take Barik. Although in that case we would have 3 frontline characters, which is not necessarily bad. At least those characters would benefit from the boost talent that I just picked. So there is that. I don't know if I want to leave Verse behind and take Ep or Kills in Shadow with me. Although I actually, I kinda do want to take Kills in Shadow with me, because she hates the disfavored. But then again, we're not gonna fight the disfavored just yet. Or at least I am assuming that there's not gonna be many, if any, disfavored near the Sentinel Stand, but mostly unbroken soldiers. You know what, let's go back to our spire and take Barik with us. Very tough choices, folks. It's always hard to decide that which one I leave behind and which one I take with me. Okay, and while we are here, we might as well sell some of our shit away. Guardian card Rat. Yes, you want something from me? Yes, I do. I want to sell you some crap. Do you have anything nice? No. The only things you have are the stuff that we have already sold to you. Well, not everything, but still. Okay, so do you have anything interesting here, by the way? Sigil of Phasing. Well, I guess we might as well. Well, maybe not buy all of them, but Deflecting. Magical accent which reduces the damage a target takes while using armor spells. Okay. Magical expression which is used in spells that generate an aura around the target. Aura would be interesting. This was the aura one, right? Yeah. Material force. Alter a target's weapon. I think that's what we need in order to use the volcanic weapon sigil that we picked up long ago, and I didn't know how to actually use it. Turns out that we actually couldn't use it because we didn't have the right accent or sigil or whatever these were. Using spells that travel forward in a path, affecting multiple targets. Yeah, let's take that. And maybe I should give this to Barik. Not sure. Okay, so anyone has any crap that I don't need? Not here. Don't need that. I'm not gonna sell that, I think. And here, yeah, we're not gonna need. Yeah, we don't need that. And this. We can sell these away. These are not crafting materials. Anything else? No, everything else seems to be crafting materials and stuff we can use. This is gonna be a bit expensive, but whatever. Let's buy that shit. And then, okay, so can you learn? Oh wait, not that. I'm looking at stash here. Not that. Yeah, this one. Oh, Lantry. You learn the rest. You're the smartest one of us. Okay, let's see. So, no, spells. So we want Sizzle of Force, and then create spells that generate an aura around the target. Just a second. Was it here? No. Okay. Expression used to create spells that alter the target's weapon. Okay, that's what we want, but shit. Okay, so is it Vigor? Yes, it is. And then we want uses Fire and Brimstone to cause material force spells to damage foes in line. Okay. Wait, it's lore required 75. Well, shit, we only have 55. Well, shit. Let's check the illusion also. And see if we can... Oh wait, not that. Yeah, it's gonna require 75 in everything, isn't it? Oh, not that. Yeah, it requires 75. Maybe I should increase our character's lore skills, just so that we can use this, because this sounds very cool, and I want to use it. Also, I don't think that we have used Flash Fire even once yet. Now let's see. Do we have a character here who can teach us some lore? Corpse Eye, do you? Well, if it ain't the big bad boss, come to take a look at my wares, handpicked from the finest of battlefield corpses. Well, that's lovely. I can assure you, the Scarlet Chorus member's milky dead eyes roll in their sockets as he bows deeply, mocking you. Mocking me, eh? What'll be, boss? Let's see your words. I would like to talk. Mind your tongue. I have killed for less. Remain silent. Corpse Eye, not really a name you come across every day. Mind your tongue. I have killed for less. Oh, I didn't think that they would actually get pissed for that. And all this time I thought it was only my eyes I had to worry about. Yeah, okay, I know when to bite my tongue. Well, whatever. Not really a name you come across every day. Unusual. Yeah. His eyes cloudy and scarred, up unfocused in their sockets, and he grins at you, revealing several cracked or missing teeth. Fitting? You tell me. You can't shake the eerie sense that despite appearances, Corpse Eye is in fact able to see. After all, didn't you recently witness him fighting on the battlefield? Well, I don't remember ever running into Corpse Eye before. Regardless, he doesn't seem to find his condition at all distressing. Well, how did you end up in the Scarlet Chorus? How does anyone, if not through piss-poor luck, know what happens when the chorus comes calling at your door, and you don't open it? Worse than this, he warns, waving 2 fingers over his eyes. But I figure I have made my way of things, working for Fatebinder now. What finer honor could there be, right? Yeah, that's the tone that I like to hear. He laughs, chokes, and hawks a clump of spit at your feet. This is an interesting option. I don't know why this would be a character we would like to actually talk to even more deeply, but let's see what options we have. Sure, boss, you talk. I'll pretend to listen. I prefer one-sided conversations with figures of authority. Makes it real easy for me. Okay, well that option was pointless. Let's see what's in stock. Okay, now this is what I'm talking about. Crimson Spear armor. So let's see, -1 armor. It is heavy armor. 7 crush armor and slash armor. And we would get some more recovery. I don't think this is that good. What about this? Heavy armor. Not too impressed. Crimson Spear Helm. That looks kinda badass. Lots of cool looking stuff here. Thorns. When critically hit, we do some pierce damage. This swall, whatever that is, of beastman fur has been lined with thorns, tacks, and dozens of sharpened rocks. Anyone with less than a thick pelt would find wearing the barbed fur mantle and agonize in fashion statement. Tearsman's spine bow. Damn, this is expensive. Great spear. I don't think I want that anyway. Oh, what did I do just now? Switch weapons. There we go. Yeah, this would deal more damage and stuff. Would be nice, but it's way too expensive. Bloodthirsty. Enraged on kill. The studs decorating these otherwise simple gloves add extra tension to the close-fitting material. When bathed in an enemy's blood, they grow unbearably hot, scalding the wielder in the midst of battle. So we get enraged when we get a kill. It's on leather armor. This could be very nice on Verse, but then again, Verse got her own good gloves already. Scarlet Fury Scythe. One-handed scythe. Interesting. But I don't really care for the one-handed weapons anymore now that we got this legendary Dauntless sword. Kinda disappointed how this Crimson Spear armor reduces armor by 1. Kinda implying that this is better in that regard. And let's see. We would lose more different armor type protections than we would gain. Like we would get only like 2 pluses and 3 minuses. And also some less recovery speed, which is not that important on this character. Yeah, cool stuff, but nothing earth-shattering or earth-breaking that I really want right now. Okay. What did you teach? You see a bronze-clad woman in meticulously maintained attire. The leather buckles in her chest piece show fresh oil, and the scales on her armor have been neatly arranged. She gives a quick bow as you approach. Fatebinder. Radiant Guard Rat. Her expression is neutral, and her tone one of forced cordiality. I am ready to serve as requested. Though the apex of old is no more, I am ready to help you find its new place in the tiers. Should you need any instructions in matters of combat, I will assist. What is your approach to training? Instilling resolve, first of all. We all need purpose for the fights ahead, and unless you know why you bleed on the battlefield, it will be all too easy to succumb to fear and pain. And discipline, most of all. The guard received hot-headed recruits all the time, and they would all be dead if they charge every time their blood boiled. Well, I would like to train. So what can you teach? One-handed swords? Can't train any more parry. I guess we have maxed that out. But I would like to get some more lore, though. And I'm quite sure that this guy doesn't teach us any lore. I think I had a lore guy at some point, but then I basically kicked him out because I didn't see any need for one. But I'm starting to regret that now. Back for more, I see. He raises his fists. You won't learn if I hold anything back. Be ready, Fatebinder. Yeah, I didn't expect him to teach us lore. Although I could teach Verse some dual wielding. I think that was the reason I hired this woman in the first place. So, dual wield. And dodge would also be nice. And she's getting a level here very soon. There we go. And nothing useful here for Sirin or Lantry for that matter. Well, might as well do this real quick. So, for you, my dear, Scarlet Vengeance. When Verse is defeated, she immediately attacks all nearby enemies. Ah, interesting. So before she goes down, she attacks everyone. Okay. Combat Mastery. Verse gains bonus Grace Precision and Grace Deflection. Blade Dancer 2. Greatly increases weapon damage while dual wielding. And this. Requirements Furious Rush. Requires 9 talent points spent in Duelistry. Furious Rush, what the hell is that? Is it... Oh, it requires this. Okay. Verse moves quickly about the battlefield, too quickly for enemies to engage her, and then this. While using Furious Rush, Verse will now passively attack nearby enemies as she moves. Verse loses the benefits of this ability if she wears any heavy armor. Okay, makes sense. And... I kinda like these two. This is passive, yeah. Let's take this. That's more interesting option. And here, ability and spell cooldown is always good on her. Let's give her more damage. There. Let's see. Can I hire a lore guy here, or something? I should be able to. A smith who regularly produces weapons, that sounds also cool. Let's see, one-hand weapons, parry and athletics. Dodge and athletics. So is any of these guys teaching lore? Camp supplies. Doesn't look like it. One-hand weapons, parry and athletics. Two-hand weapons, dodge and athletics. Well, god damn it. Maybe I can only hire a... I'm quite sure that I had a guy once who taught some lore. Improved our skill in lore. Or maybe I didn't, and I can only hire one of them when and I can hire one of them at one of my other spires. Only got this one still. Well, fuck it. But hey, at least we now know how we can actually get the volcanic weapon thingy. So, let's take Barik with us.
You look as if you have something on your mind. By all means.
Yeah.
What can I do for you?
Shut up, Barik, we are leaving.
If you would have me travel at your side, then I am not opposed to seeing more of this degenerate realm. Onward.
We're gonna leave you behind, my dear.
I will meet you at the spire.
Well, we are at the spire already, my dear. And I assume that Barik has got maybe 1 or 2 levels himself. Let's see. 1 level. Giving him more damage would be good, I guess. We do focus more on damage with him in this playthrough. Well, let's give him more damage. He may hit slowly, but he hits hard. And here, let's see. Increases the chance of Barik's engagement attacks to occur. 50% chance to attack foes when engaged. When Barik is in the party, all party members gain bonus experience for athletics, 100 and 200 skills. Shame that it doesn't say dual wield in here, because if that was the case, then I would pick this. So that Verse would get some more skills, bonus experience there. So let's take this. And he should get a new next level very quickly though. And I believe that we are pretty much done here for now. Sorry Eb and Kills in Shadow, I'll pick you up next time. But let's go with this for now. Okay, and then and now we can go to Sentinel Stand Outskirts. You know what? Let's go there and get that sample that we need for Barik's quest. And I think I'm going to end the episode there, and next time we go to Sentinel Stand. Okay, this is actually quite a big place. Potions, always nice. What's this? Oh, maybe we get the sample from here. Oh. What are you guys doing here? Crimson flashes among the torn terrain of the Blade Grave as a gang emerges from the landscape around you. They are 100 men and women with well-weathered skin and narrow eyes, their piecemeal leather armor graced with notes of bronze. Fatebinder, so nice of you to finally show up. A woman steps forward, grinning at you with small, uneven teeth, and wrapped tightly in the fur and leathers of a bloodchanter. A tangled mass of sooty, wind-blown hair drapes her shoulders, and her large eyes scrutinize you hungrily. Careless Spark. Beautiful scenery, no? Truly displays the indiscriminate artistry of our overlord. Am I supposed to know who you are? Leave us be. Yeah, am I supposed to know who you are? That's Careless Spark. Good people. I mean, as good as the Scarlet comes. Verse keeps her voice low, speaking for you alone. Ahoy there, Verse. Been a while. Telling the Fatebinder about that time we found that commune out Halfgate Way. Trust up those farm boys and... No. Also, shut up. Sounds like there's a story there. How did you know I would be here? Get on with it and tell me what you want. Well, let's ask Verse. So, sounds like there's a story to tell. Maybe I'll tell you once we are good friends. Well, let's hope that we can become friends, because this sounds interesting. Go ahead, Spark. We'll see how many whacks your tongue manages before I have torn it out and cauterized the stump. Enough of this insipid prattle. I had heard you run hot under all that cold metal. Seems I heard true. How did you know I would be here? Get on with it and tell me what you want. So how did you know I would be here? Well, word travels on swift wings within our crimson choir. I have always assumed that's an euphemism for the voices send me an order. Well, get on with it and tell me what you want. I don't expect you are willing to sell the ironclad services to us. The Archon of Secrets would be wildly, ridiculously grateful to have a personal audience with him. So wait, the voice of Nerad wants to have an audience with Barik. Well, that came out of nowhere. Whether I can spare Barik depends entirely on what you are offering. What does the Archon of Secrets want with Barik? Yeah, because I also don't really know what he could possibly... that what in Barik could possibly interest him. Or just attack. I think that I speak for both Barik and myself when I tell you we would sooner see him dead than in the hands of the voices. So what does the Archon of Secrets want with Barik? Your heavy friend survived an edict and came out stronger for it. You think the voices wouldn't be a mite bit curious? Well, maybe, but still. I don't see why that is such a big idea. Whether I can spare Barik depends entirely on what you are offering. Well, Barik is not going to like that at all, of course. But at the same time, I really don't want to fight the Scarlet Chorus either. I mean, they are our allies after all. I don't really care too much about the voice of Nerad and whether he likes us or not, but I don't want to fight the Scarlet Chorus themselves. Let's see if we can avoid this. Whether I can spare Barik depends entirely on what you're offering. Fatebinder! These bracers, they may not look like much, but they are of a very rare make, special crafted for ease of movement. The Bloodchanger grins, raising a hand. Address the gang. You all know how closely the voice of Nerad and I work together. Strange that he would send someone else for Barik when he could just ask me himself. Do you really want to die for clumsy Ember's little ploy? Want to die for clumsy Ember's little ploy? Who the hell is clumsy Embers? And these... They are using capital letters, the C and E here, so I assume that that's an actual name of some named Scarlet Chorus member, but I don't remember running into clumsy Embers before. Pitfighter. Assassinate Careless Spark. Deal. Bring me the bracers. So we would basically just kill her right there. And it's interesting how this is a Pitfighter option, because this doesn't really, well, I don't know. At first I was thinking that this doesn't really sound like what a Pitfighter would do, but then again, what do I know? Interesting offer, but I'll pass. You should go while you still can. Attack. I think that I speak, yeah, it's the same. I do kinda like this, and the Pitfighter option too, of course. But I still don't know who Clumsy Embers is. I'm quite sure we haven't run into him or her, because I'm quite sure I would remember that name. The Scarlet Chorus members' names are quite unique and thus easy to remember. Now let's pick the Pitfighter option. Deal. Bring me the bracers. Fear with verse, loyalty with Barik. Are these the wages of loyalty to a Fatebinder? And you claim the mantle of justice. Spittle now flies from his helm. But we still have to fight against the others, right? But then again, they are not Crimson Spears or Scarlet Furies or Bloodchanders or anything. So they're simple grunts. Well, okay, there seems to be one Scarlet Fury there, but they are easily defeated. The Bloodchander approaches you warily, unfastening the bracers as she comes. You gesture to the ground, suggesting she drops them. She falls for the feint, eyes dropping for an instant, and your weapon appears in your hand in a flash. She raises her staff to deflect your strike, but your thrust slips under her guard and directly into the soft flesh where the lower jaw meets the neck. Blood pouring from her neck and mouth, Careless Spark drops to her knees. For fuck's sake, Binder! What? I thought you would like that. Huh. Okay. I guess that was the the Bloodchander we just killed. As the remaining quarrymen move to attack, Barik turns the shadowed eyes, lids of his helm, on you. You are entirely without honor. He readies to meet the assault. Okay. Okay, truth to be told, folks, I'm not exactly happy how that turned out. Because my character is supposed to be, well, honorable, of course. And yeah, I'm thinking about just reloading and doing this again, because yeah, that was quite dishonorable. I just picked the option because it was a Pitfighter option, and I thought that the Pitfighter options would be rather good options when dealing with the Scarlet Chorus, because, well, they are also kind of like Pitfighters in a sense, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm just gonna reload this and do this again, because I went a bit out of character there. And we are back here, folks. So let's try this option. Address the gang. You all know how closely the voice of Nerad and I work together. Strange that he would send someone else for Barik when he could just ask me himself. Do you really want to die for clumsy Ember's little ploy? You think the voices will favor an outsider to one of his own? You think he wouldn't? A man in tattered leathers glances to Careless Spark and then to you. Fear, discernible, a weird word, in his motions despite the hood that masks his visage. He takes a tentative step back, then a second, before breaking into full flight from the coming violence. Okay, so we are gonna fight still. I take it. Oh, not yet anyway. Thanks, Fatebinder. It's always nice to know who you can't count on. Spark's eyes shifts only slightly to glimpse the fleeing Coirman before returning to you. I thought it might come to this in the end. Let's see if you live up to your legend. She signs and hefts her staff as her gang moves to attack. All right, so we are gonna fight still, and that's okay. But hey, at least I didn't do anything dishonorable this time. So I'm all the way back here. That's not very good. Lantry, you come here, and you can. Let's see. Do you have any other abilities that we could? Any abilities here that I can move here? I guess not. Oh, maybe here. No. Okay. So Barik, you go to the front. We go to the front as well. Let's stun this one there. And Verse, you can start with a burning arrow on that one.
I will aid you.
And then you, Lantry. Buff everyone here. Holy crap, that guy almost died with one hit from Barik. Jesus. Yeah, like I said, these guys are quite weak. I could tell. Go somewhere around there.
Let's be off.
Then taunt. Oh damn it. That guy left. Wow, why is he wounded all of a sudden? Okay. Verse, attack this fellow Scarlet Fury. You too. Trust.
I'll take it.
And go and heal Barik. I don't know how he got wounded all of a sudden. Let's go there and... Is this... It's once per rest. Ah, okay. So I don't want to use it. But then again, we are gonna rest anyway because Barik is wounded. So let's do this. And see how it looks. Give him the seal. There we go. So that looked nice. Okay, so can you use...
Not happening.
Of course it's happening. Please heal Barik. And you sunder this. Careless Spark. Where is Verse again? It's kind of hard to see because of the sandstorm here. Oh, she's here, okay. Well, attack this Scarlet Fury here with the bow. And this was once per rest too. Yeah, might as well use that. We're gonna rest anyway. Damn! What did it do exactly? Oh yeah, okay.
You got it. Bleed out, you little shit!
And Barik is down. Man down. Well, revive him.
You're not done yet.
But he fell a lot faster than I expected.
I will aid you. Damn my eyes!
Damn your eyes. Well, actually no. Use that. And stun this one.
Aid you.
And sunder. Pick on a spit. Lantry, throw a pen at this one. I'm also taking quite a bit of damage here. Heal me. I would really like to give some more range to this spell, so he doesn't need to go melee range when using that healing. What else do I want to do? Whatever, let's use that.
Ready? Oh, damn thing couldn't be as long.
On it.
Oh, that guy is a monk basically, using unarmed attacks. Oh, that was a cool fireball. Just finish him off. Oh wait, there's one more there in the back. Didn't notice. Burning arrow. Oh my god, she exploded. Okay, I was wondering there for a second, what the hell is she doing? Is she having a seizure or something? But yeah, then she exploded. Stun.
Damn thing couldn't pierce cloth.
And strangely enough, I don't think that we lost any favor with the Scarlet Chorus, despite this. Another gang of crimson corpses made of trespassers upon the Blade Grave. Let us claim what brought us here. And he sighs. Okie dokie. And that Scarlet Chorus became nothing but dust. Scarlet Fury boots. What were you wearing? Is this any better? No, it's exact same. Light armor. I might as well give this to myself, I think. I don't want to lose any recovery with Lantry. So, we take this. Nice. And for Lantry, no, I don't want to lose any recovery, even if it is well, maybe it is worth it. Maybe it is worth it. Or maybe not. Lantry is not usually in that much trouble most of the time, so he doesn't really need that disengagement defense. And we can't give it to Barik, obviously. And this is worse for worse. Worse for worse. So we're not gonna give that to her. Yeah, okay. So, let's get the sample from here, but let's rest first. Okay.
Will this do? It is nigh the size of a kite. You have your rock. Let us leave this place.
Something bothering you, Barik?
I have repeatedly asked you to leave this be, yet you persist. Do you think that you act in my interest?
Yeah.
Do you think you know better than I where my interest lies?
Well, apparently. Yeah, apparently I do. Barik, I just want to have. Why are you so resistant to it? What's your tone, soldier? Yeah, apparently I do.
You are mistaken, Fatebinder. I ask you again to leave this be, to throw that hunk of metal away, and never think of it further. There was no ambiguity in the Archon of Justice's ruling.
Tunon's ruling was unjust. More ambiguity than you might think. The flexibility of the law is in the details. You're right, I'll give more consideration to your concerns. Nah, screw that.
I may never understand you clerks of the court, saying one thing and plotting another, all in the name of justice.
Well, that's what we Fatebinders do. Peering at the ground for several seconds, Barik says nothing and then turns his attention back to you.
This place haunts me, Fatebinder. These walls, these lands, they were hard ones, but they possessed an austere beauty. The general saw them for what they were. Lands well worth fighting for. The winds that day, they swept everything aside. They tumbled tearsmen and livestock like children's playthings. The dust choked our mouths and eyes. Trees appeared as if by magic, only to be smashed into splinters against stones. And those splinters cut like knives.
Go on.
We were no fools. We knew what had fallen upon us, and we took cover as best our iron shields and the general's protection allowed. Yet the wind tore us away, one by one. Some silent, some screaming. Now only I remain. In this state.
His gauntlet rings against his breast, cutting off any possible response.
Take the metal to your smith, or do not. There's nothing further to be said. Let us leave.
Yeah, let's do that. But before that, let's see if there's any other loot here. Like this one over here. Oh. Leather gauntlets. Okay. Again with that recovery. This would actually be very good for... Oh, but then again... Yeah, we got the weeping whispers. Yeah, no. Oh, no, okay, yeah, we can't give it to Barik, of course. Yeah, okay. Maybe these are good for Ep, possibly.
Sorry, I can't.
Oh, and might as well give this to Barik here. Even though he most likely will never use it, but well, whatever. I would really love it. I would really love it if you could find. Stop interrupting me. I would really love it if you could find a very fancy and powerful two-handed weapon for Barik. That would be.
Sorry, I can't.
That would be great. So let's explore this place a little bit more and see if we can find anything else to loot. Like this. Just a bronze dagger. Yeah. Can sell that. The blistering winds of the Edict of Storms rounded the stones of these walls, dusting them into iron and bronze, yet they persist. And anything on the eastern side of the map? Doesn't look like it, no. Oh, there is. Good thing I checked. Very good thing I checked. Iron axe. Wow, it's one-handed. Damn it! I was hoping that it was going to be two-handed, but no. Shame. Okay, let's leave this place and let's go to. You know what? Let's continue a little bit. Let's go to the secluded forge and to that forge bound and give her the piece of metal we just found. And let's see what she's going to do with it. Alright, Lucentia. Here's your piece of metal. You're back. Did you secure the alloy? Give it here. She opens her palm and regards you with an enthused grin. Here. Oh, fantastic. She accepts the alloy and places it on her anvil. Mumbling, she traces her fingers in the air, forming a series of sigils. With rapt attention, Barik watches the smith move about the sample, examining it from several angles. He says nothing, though when the faceplate of his helm shifts towards you, there is accusation in his eyes. Heh. A few other thoughtful sounds follow as she continues her examination. A revealing cantrip and some aimless grunting. Oh, come on, I could have managed this. This will do. This will most certainly do. She straightens, nodding vigorously. Lucentia brings her hands together again in a single sharp clap. It's going to take me a little time to work out a rock's properties, but this is a promising start. I assume that you will be stabbing it with a hot iron rod as well. Of course not, don't be ridiculous. Yeah, Barik. Of course not. His armor grinds against itself with a growl. Pull up a stool or crate and make yourself at home. This shouldn't take too long. A few hours pass as Lucentia bombards the sample from the blade grave with a combination of hammering and spellwork. She heats it, submerges it in water, shapes it, reads it in lightning and causes it to levitate in the air. Eventually she pauses, studying the metal and tapping her chin. Find anything? Are you finally finished? Say nothing. Let's just say nothing. Is that it then? Have you completed whatever it is you are doing? Barik clears his throat. Oh, apologies. I had kind of forgotten about you. The alloy absorbs and retains mystical energy, specifically in the form of magical effects, she grins. In theory, a weapon crafted of it could retain its enchantment for decades at least, maybe longer. And what does this mean for Barik? That's one more reason to free him of that shell. So what does this mean for Barik? It means your curiosity is sated. It means we can continue our true mission and forget this heretical quest. You live your entire life in service to Graven Ash and the Overlord. The added burden of this armor is ridiculous. Stand down, soldier. Yeah, just stand down, soldier. He straightens, folding his spined arms over his jacked chest. Ma'am. Unfortunately, separating Barik from his armor may not be as easy as one imagines. Perhaps if I had gotten to him immediately after the edict. As is, Barik is as alloyed with his armor as the iron is with the bronze. She gestures towards the sample. Simply put, Ash's ability to shield his soldiers has spread to the armor, likely due to the edict's power. Each wound taken by soldier and armor are one, and they heal as one. With flesh and metal fusing together, she intertwines her fingers. So long as Barik remains under the Archon of War's power, he remains in the armor. The longer he remains in the armor, the more it will become an intractable part of him. Oh shit. So basically we would have to kill the Archon of War, Graven Ash. Barik is not going to like that at all. Personally, of course I don't mind it. I mean, we are going to fight and kill the Graven Ash anyway at some point. So this is actually quite good in that sense. But Barik, he's not going to be happy. That's not encouraging. Can we remove the aegis? Is there no other way? To Barik? You're a lot of trouble, you know. Yeah. Do not attempt to assign blame for this folly to me. I have opposed this at every turn. Yeah. Is there no other way? An alternative. I'll continue studying the alloy. If I find anything, I'll send word to your spire. She drums her chin with 3 sooty fingers, frowning. You could always visit. We have a teleporter. It's not like you have to climb the whole thing. I'll pass, thanks. High spaces have never agreed with my everything. She passes an open palm over her belly. Short of the death of the Graven Ash, or him resigning his patronage over Barik, I see no way to free Barik from the Archon's power.
Neither is an acceptable solution. This shell, onerous though it may be, protects me and serves you. Without the great general or the disfavored, I have no purpose.
Oh, come on, you big crybaby. I'm sure there's a siege engine somewhere in need of a counterweight.
Oh, Barik. Oh, verse. I love the banter between those two. So, see? You have always got a place with us. There's always protecting me. There's purpose in that. Thank you, Lucentia. Please keep searching for a better way. This was an incredible waste of time. There's always protecting me. There's purpose in that.
Attempt to harm General Ash in my name, Fatebinder, and this arrangement shall swiftly end.
Yeah, I was kinda afraid of that. Thank you, Lucentia. Please keep searching for a better way. My pleasure, Fatebinder. If I uncover anything of value, I'll dispatch a bird immediately. Okay, good to hear. Speak with Barik. Well, I guess we'll have to.
I was better off not knowing, Fatebinder.
Well, now you know. Sorry, what are we talking about? Well, now you know. Or cross your arms, say nothing. Well, now you know.
Oh, that the Archon's protection, the very thing to which I owe my life, keeps me imprisoned in this shell.
He shakes his head violently, throwing sparks where his helm meets his cuirass.
ignorance of how deeply cursed I am was the only blessing remaining me.
Bad things happen, deal with it. Or you could just leave the disfavored. Yeah, he's not gonna like this. There's a simple way to remove the ages. We slay Graven Ash, which we were gonna do anyway. I'm sorry, Barik, I'll keep seeking an alternative way to set you free. Or you could just leave the disfavored, which he is most likely not going to do. There's a simple way to remove the ages. We slay Graven Ash.
Blasphemous madness!
Yeah, I thought so.
Slay an Archon! Not any Archon, but that of war? The great general himself?
Yeah, that was kind of my plan anyway.
Were such a course even tenable, I would never do it. Graven Ash is like a father to me, and to every other member of the Legion. No choice exists here. This armor remains my cage, as Kairos willed. I can accept that. I hope that you can too.
Well, we are going to kill Graven Ash anyway, so I guess we are gonna free you anyway, whether you like it or not, Barik. But I do admire your determination and loyalty to Graven Ash and Kairos, everything. So that was everything, I guess. And if I'm not mistaken, both Verse and Barik's quest will lead us to the Bastard's Wound eventually, and Lantry's quest starts in the Bastard's Wound.
No reason to tarry.
Okay, but now, let's leave. Let's just go to mountains. Actually, we have rested, right? Yeah, but we could always. Let's just go to our spire real quick and buy that one last camping supply. We're gonna go to River's Break later at some point. And then let's go to Sentinel Stand before they end the episode. Oh, an encounter. The air shimmers around you, the trees along the path shuddering, shrinking and sprouting arms as trunks split into legs. An arcane illusion, you realize, and in its place men and women in soot-dusted clothes, quills tucked into hats and jars of acrid scented potions hanging from their belts. Ink and quill scholars. A young woman steps forward, her right eye a mass of burned scars, her left narrowed at you in abject loathing. The school of ink and quill is not done with you, Binder, she spits. So yeah, oh yeah, so they were actually from the school of ink and quill, like I thought. The Vellum Citadel remembers what others forget. You, however, will meet the fate of every peon of the Overlord foolish enough to cross the sages. An anonymous grave in foreign soil. Her fingers flicker before her, catching arcane energy up in ancient sigils. Prepare to be forgotten. Well, of course we're gonna attack them. Yeah, we're gonna attack them. You ready your arms and prepare for combat. Your story ends here, Fatebinder. History will not remember you. You guys decided to come at a really bad time, you know. I wanted to end the episode here and everything. Okay, so might as well. Maybe we should eat some. Oh, there's 3 here and 2 here. Maybe there's a 3rd one over there somewhere. Eat that. Buff us.
I'll take care of it.
And take that, why not? Alright, let's go. Maybe let's take down these guys first.
Shield.
Yeah, I thought so. There was another one there. And they are just scholars and stuff. They should die rather easily. They don't have high armor or anything. Stun that. Yeah, do that. You go and hit this one. Keep a buff yours. And then attack this. Actually, attack this one. Okay, there wasn't one more over there.
You got it.
God damn it! Why do you keep missing, Barik? Well, just auto attack for now. Let's try that. And you plan to throw a quill. Actually, give a seal to Verse. There, then quill. Oh, they're all focusing on Verse for some reason. Taunt. Yeah, I'll do that. We can actually go and focus on this guy while Barik tanks these
On
two.
it.
What the hell is happening to Verse? Okay, that explains it. I was wondering why she was attacking so slowly. Maybe we should... let's drink that. Barik is suffering the most damage here right now.
As you command.
Do that.
Not a problem, boss.
Throw a pen. Holy shit. Well, that's a... Well, that doesn't look very healthy to us, that spell. Do that, and... We might actually have to use this. Well, fuck it, let's do it.
Consider it done.
Fall before me!
There. That should buy us some time. Yeah, they are in our range. This guy is not stunned for some reason. And kill this one already, please. Heal Barik. I didn't you stun that? Failed for some reason, I think. Trust. This one is about to die. I've frightened them. There we go. Burning arrow on that one.
You got it.
You can... Do you have... No, you don't have potions on you. Well, just give a seal to yourself. Buff Verse. Knock this
Not
one's
a
roll.
problem, boss.
We got a level at perfect time too. And did he get a level as well? Oh wait. No, we didn't get a level. And that thing is glowing all the time because we got one attribute point still, but I decided to save that for later. Draw a pen.
At once.
And heal Verse. Try to hit something now, please.
Consider it done.
Not sure. I'm not sure if Barik is hitting anyone with that weapon of his, or at least he, or if he is, he's doing jack shit with that weapon. Okay, so sun to this.
You will fall.
Maybe I should use this, but at the same time I don't want to. But it looks like I have to. Use illusion spell. Fuck it, I'm have to use that.
Just give me the signal.
Quickly, please. Fuck. At the wrong. If only I did that one like a second, less than a second earlier, I could have saved him. And does any of you have revival potions? Of course you don't. Okay, do that. Give extra damage to everyone. Burning arrow on that. we might rest. We should rest after this anyway.
Stand
So
together!
Good work!
that's very good. They are all petrified for a short time now. Do that. Trust that. And very cute, use that.
Can't do that.
And why are you using your shield?
I will aid you.
Go and stun this. Sunder and kill him, hopefully. There we go. Sage's skilled rat ability, Magic Shield. So they hate us now so much that we got a new ability. I thought I used that. Attack this one. That one is about to die.
Count on it.
There we go. You actually did some damage this time. Burn arrow that. Why am I not attacking? Then finish this one.
Fall before me!
And just finish them off. Finish them off.
Take that!
There we go. Didn't go as well as I had hoped, because I used the quicken spell way too late and couldn't save Lantry in time. Oh well. Plus 40% health, that's nice. I guess we can give it to Barik.
Hi.
This is quite a large area. This actually looks like the exact same place where we first met Ebb. There's a campfire, but no camping supplies apparently. Looks like there's absolutely nothing here. Shame. Well, let's give these points to Barik. So let's see. Bonus health and stuff would be nice. And here, so what can we pick here? Actually, let's leave this. Let's leave the talents later. I actually want to end this episode now finally. And oh yeah, but before that, we'll have to rest. I don't bother to go back to the Spire just to buy that one more camping supply. 5 should be more than enough for Sentinel Stand. And besides, I'm quite sure that we can find at least 1 extra camping supply from there somewhere. And we are here, folks. And this is where I'm going to end this episode. And in the next episode we are going to explore this area and try to get inside that keep or fortress or whatever this structure here is. But hey, we'll find out next time. So, thank you for watching once again and see you next time for more Tyranny.